Hello, in this session we'll discuss about the important formulae related to Bohr's model. Niels Bohr explained the Bohr's model like electrons revolve around the nucleus in certain circular paths. When they are revolving in the particular paths that orbit radius purpose, he gave one expression. So for your examination purpose, if you remember this is enough. 0.53 into n square by z angstrom, where n is principal quantum number. Here you can say 1 2 3 4 orbits numbers, z is atomic number. As we know, Bohr's model is applicable for only one electron systems, so you can apply for hydrogen, helium plus, lithium plus 2 and beryllium plus 3 purpose. So z value changes and n also changes. So remember this formula: r is equal to 0.53 into n squared by z angstrom. If you want exact expression, all that I will give you now, r is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square mze square. Mkze square, some books will give you k also. K is called permittivity constant whose value is 1. That's why we are not writing here. R is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square mkze square or mze square. But this is over the radius expression. R is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square mze square. How we are getting this expression? This derivation part is not required, but you can have a look. Say this is the electron and this distance you are saying radius. So the electron present here, the electron revolving here, is experiencing two types of forces. One is the attractive force towards the nucleus. One is the centrifugal force because of the movement. The attractive force, we are calling it as centripetal force. The centrifugal force is because of its movement with high speed. So because of centripetal force, the electron should come inside. Because of centripetal, it should come inside. Because of centrifugal, it should be away. So what actually happens here is, you see, if centripetal force is more, electron will come and join with the nucleus. If centrifugal force is more, electron will be away. So centripetal force and centrifugal force must be equal so that the electron can remain there. So the centripetal force, I am simply writing petal, or is a centripetal force, it is equals to minus ze square by r square. Centrifugal force, which is working outside, is given by minus mv square by r. These two must be same. Must be same means minus ze square by r square is equal to minus mv square. So we can cancel minus term, right? This r also you can cancel. So what is remaining here? ze square by r is equal to mv square. Remember this formula. We use this in energy expression also. ze square by r is equal to mv square. So here I am going to show you the angular momentum of electron formula. mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. So v is equal to nh by 2 pi mr, or v square is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m square r square. This value, whatever we are getting, this value you substitute here. Okay, so when you substitute, what you will get here? See, ze square by r is equal to this part, m into n square h square by 4 pi square m square r square. What are the things that you can cancel? R square, m square you can cancel. So what is finally remaining there? See here. Z square is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square mr. This r if you bring here, r is equal to n square h square by 4 pi mze square. R is equal to n square h square by 4 pi mze square. This is the way to get the expression. Not required, but just for your understanding purpose I am giving you. So what are other points important here? R is equal to 0.529 into n square into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeter. If you want to convert into centimeter, I gave in angstrom meter. R is equal to 52.9 into n square picometers. In picometers. Fine. What type of question they will ask you? Radius ratio. These type of questions you can expect in general better of first, second, third Bohr orbits. R is equal to 0.53 into n square by z beta in hydrogen atom. You see, radius is depending on 0.53 is a constant, z is atomic number, hydrogen atom is it is also constant beta. So it is depending only on n. So R1 is to R2 is to R3 is equal to, as it is directly related to n square, n1 square is to n2 square is to n3 square. First orbit, so 1 square, second orbit to 2 square, third orbit, so 9. The radius ratio of first, second, third orbits will be 1:4:9 because radius is directly proportional to n square. These type of questions, in place of hydrogen atom they can ask you helium plus ion or beryllium plus 3 ion. Otherwise comparison questions like hydrogen's first orbit is equal to which orbit of beryllium equal to which orbit of helium plus type. Anywhere you are going to use the same formula. Then energy of electron. Direct formula what you can remember is minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. If you remember this, that's enough. Energy of electron is equals to minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volts per atom. Okay. What actually concept is? Total energy of electron is equals to sum of potential and kinetic energies. Potential energy plus kinetic energy beta. Kinetic energy is known to you, half mv square. But just now we have written mv square is equals to z square by r. So in place of mv square I am writing z square by r. Potential energy of electron is given according to your physics is minus z square by r. So what will be the total energy? Total energy is equals to sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is half z square by r. Potential energy is minus z square by r. So you can say this is minus 1, this is plus of, so it will be equal to minus of beta minus of z square by r. Kinetic energy is half z square by r. Potential energy is minus 1. So total energy will be minus half z square by r. Generally, they will ask you some relations also. Total energy, kinetic energy relation. Total energy, potential energy relation. Potential energy, kinetic energy relation. See this carefully. Kinetic energy is half z square by r and this is minus half z square by r. So total energy is to kinetic energy is going to be minus 1 is to 1. Total energy and potential energy. Potential energy is minus and this is also minus symbol beta, but this is z square by r potential energy and total energy is half z square by r. So total energy if it is half, potential energy will be 1. If total energy is 1, potential energy will be double beta. So this is 1:2. Potential and kinetic, same concept. Potential minus Z square by R, this is 1. So potential energy, if it is minus 2, kinetic energy will be 1. So total energy, kinetic energy, total energy, potential energy, kinetic energy type of relations they can ask you. Now in this expression minus of Z square by R, if you are going to substitute R value here, that is n square h square by 4 pi square m Z square, you are going to get the final expression as E is equals to minus 2 pi square m Z square e to the power of 4 by n square h square. If you substitute all the values and if you simplify this one, you are going to get different expressions better. For hydrogen atom, if you take Z is equal to 1, I am taking. For hydrogen atom, that is Z is equals to 1. Hydrogen energy is equals to minus 2.179 into 10 to the power of minus 11 by n square. This is x per atom minus 2.179 into 10 to the power of minus 18 by n square joules per atom. No need to remember all these values, just as I am having an idea I am giving you. Otherwise minus 1312 by n square kilojoules per mole. All these expressions you can remember. You know the conversion factor, 1 electron volt is equals to 1.60 to 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So here you see energy expression is minus 13.6 into Z square by n square. So when you are looking at this very simply, what you can see is energy and n is inversely proportional. N square is inversely proportional. No, not. Energy is actually directly proportional to n square. But how you see this? This is negative symbol is there. Negative symbol value is there and that is divided by n square. That means energy is directly proportional to n, not inversely proportional to n square. Don't confuse this one. I was giving you in Bohr's model also. As we are moving away from the nucleus, as the n values increases, the energy increases. Okay, here minus 13.6 into Z square by n square beta. This value is minus value, so divided by n square is having a positive effect only. That means an increasing effect only it will be there. This is about energy of the electrons. Rydberg constant and Rydberg equation. These two will discuss here so that hydrogen spectrum will be easy for us. R is equal to 109677 per centimeter. If you remember this value, that's enough. R actually the concept is 2 pi square m Z square e to the power of 4 by ch cube. This is Rydberg constant beta. 2 pi square m Z square e to the power of 4 by ch cube. The Rydberg equation is nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to Z square into R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. For any orbit to orbit transfer, the energy of the system, the wavelength, the wave number, the frequency of the radiation, everything can be calculated by using this expression. Nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda is equals to Z square R into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Few more lines we'll discuss. One of them is velocity of electron. Velocity of electron is 2.188 into 10 to the power of 8 by n centimeters per second. This is for hydrogen. Z is not there means that is generally given for hydrogen. But if hydrogen, if we want to make it for other atoms into Z, 2.18 into 10 to the power of 8 by n or 2.18 into 10 to the power of 8 into Z by n centimeters per second. Don't forget the units. This is centimeters per second. one more line, number of revolutions. These you can see in all your institution questions, this question will be there, but actually this is not asked in past 10 years, I think. Number of revolutions, if you want to calculate, this is nothing but orbital frequency. Number of revolutions is only called orbital frequency, which is equals to velocity by circumference. Velocity is v, circumference is 2 pi r. If we simplify the values, 6.6 into 10 to the power of 15 z square by n square. By substituting r value and simplifying, 6.6 into 10 to the power of 15 into z square by n square. Sorry, z square by n cubed. This is number of revolutions. Same time they will ask you about time period also. Time period of revolution is also asked better. It is reciprocal of number of revolutions. 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 16 n cube by z square. These are the important formulae: time period, orbital frequency, or you say number of revolutions, velocity, energy, and radius of orbits. We know the limitations of Bohr's model. It can't explain Zeeman effect. It can't explain Stark effect. Okay, MVR is equal to NH by 2 pi. There is no application. What you say explanation for this, and Heisenberg uncertainty principle is exactly not mentioning this correct. It is giving that Bohr's model is wrong. So all these problems are there better with the Bohr's model. So better than Bohr's model is quantum mechanical model. To understand the quantum mechanical model, you need to understand what is de Broglie concept and what is Heisenberg's concept. Then you can go to quantum mechanical model of atom. Done. So right, meet you tomorrow, some other class. Till that time, good day.